Hey, this is Bill. We are at the Guitar Center in Hollywood with Alexandra, and I guess you're the Starlight Band, huh?
I am Zachary James.
Zachary James. And
My partner in crime.
you are big enough now to go by one name.
Just Alexandra. Thank you. Me, Madonna, Prince.
Well, I'll tell you,
Alexandra.
your reputation precedes you. You're compared to no
I'm
less
called
than
everything.
Janis Joplin, Tina Turner, all the way to David Bowie and Mick Jagger with Iggy Pop and Amy Winehouse thrown in between. How do you deliver that?
Could it get any better
I know, how do
than
you
that
do it?
lineup of artists?
Pressure.
I know, right?
The only thing you could have tossed in there was maybe
Freddie Mercury.
like Freddie Mercury or John Lennon or something or Prince. Yeah, I'm kind of a combination of every massive rock star that ever existed. No, I'm just kidding.
But is she really? Is she really?
Yeah, definitely.
She can deliver all that?
She can, for sure.
That's spectacular.
I mean, all jokes aside, I'm always actually kind of surprised when people in the press compare me to Janis and Tina and Amy Winehouse. I mean, it's such an honor truly to be
Oh, wow.
even mentioned in the same sentence.
Those are
'cause
big names.
Those
baby.
are all my heroes. I mean, those
Huge.
are like the queens of rock and roll, you know? To even be uttered in the same breath is just insane to me. So I'm always flattered. I'm always just like, if you say so.
You're even bold enough to do some of their music. I saw "Proud Mary."
Oh, yeah.
That's no easy song to do.
It is not an easy song to do, but it's all guts, you know? As long as you have some guts in there, I think you're all right.
All right. So where'd you get your guts? Where'd you grow up in Ventura?
I didn't. I actually grew up in Oakland.
Oakland. There's where she got the guts.
Yeah, I got some guts out there, some blood and guts and sweat out in Oakland.
Punk rock.
But yeah, I mean,
Apparently,
I grew up,
we're influenced by all those people, right?
oh God, yeah. I mean, I think as early as 5 years old, I remember my dad putting on, David Bowie and the Rolling Stones and Elvis Costello and Funkadelic and just listening to this great rock and roll and being so inspired by it. I mean, I started out on classical violin actually when I was 5.
Get out.
Yes.
And so do you play on stage ever?
I don't. I mean, as soon as I was about 13, I discovered the Ramones and it changed everything.
Punk, yeah, you had a punk background, but violin is classic rock and roll. Jethro Tull, baby.
Hey, you
ELO.
can.
Oh my
ELO has
God.
some violins. Al Green throws some string sections.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Spinners.
But I couldn't really cover I want to be your boyfriend on the violin. So I picked up the guitar and I stopped doing the Mozart at that point.
So you play guitar as well.
Not right now because my nails are really, really long.
I can't ruin the name.
But I do. I actually started out playing guitar. That's like where I wrote all of my songs. Was just like punk rock. I mean, I figured if the Germs could write a song that was 2 chords, I could write a song.
Now, the Go-Go's were a punk rock band.
I totally think they're punk rock.
I think they're pretty punk rock. I mean,
Yeah.
I think women in rock and roll is punk rock.
Joan Jett.
New wave.
I love Joan Jett.
That's another one you're compared to.
I absolutely love her. We were just reading an article about her this morning that was
Yeah, we
like
were.
everything she'd learned throughout her career, and she was talking about pop music versus rock and roll, and she was like, pop music is like it's passive. It's like, you can take me for what I am, whereas rock and roll is like, you're mine. And I just love that because I think it's so true. It's like when I'm on stage, I'm like, all of you are mine tonight. I'm not like,
That's great. Well, yeah, you have to own it. You
Yeah,
own it.
you got to own it.
So, you financed this, I guess this is the recent project on Kickstarter?
Yes.
So what was that experience like?
That was amazing. I mean, I know it sounds really cheesy, but it was almost kind of spiritual.
It's the new
because-
thing to do.
It is.
I mean,
Crowdfunding.
so I had this crazy dream to put out a record, right? That it's clear vinyl and it's got all different kinds of glitter sprinkled inside of it, so it looks like a rainbow because I love rainbows.
Love rainbows.
Love
Our audience loves rainbows too. Blah, 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 blah.
I actually wore
And
this.
lollipops and teddy
This
bears.
is my pride outfit. Rainbows.
But do you feel like you have like 1,000 bosses since you did Kickstarter, or so? Do you
I
feel
mean-
obligated to make everybody happy and get their money back? All that nonsense.
No, I mean, like I said, it was almost like spiritual, as cheesy as that sounds. Like I had this crazy dream. I had no idea how I was going to do it. It's really expensive because every single record had to be made completely by hand. I did a Kickstarter project, and I was funded within a week. And by the end, I was over 200% funded, and I was able to put out my record. I was able to put out my CD. I was able to put out another record. I was able to make stickers. I was able to make T-shirts. I mean, it was just like,
It's a way to go.
I couldn't believe that basically my network of like fans and friends and family were essentially my record label, and they were the ones that allowed me to, you know, make this crazy thing that I just imagined one night, you know? So Kickstarter is great.
That is
It was
a really
awesome.
cool thing. Isn't it?
I think I cried a few times throughout the process.
All right, now I mean, that's very tech, modern, updated, digital, but you actually like vinyl.
I love vinyl. I mean, I'm all about like, I'm just old school. I love live bands. We don't use any auto tune. Like
tracks.
we don't use any tracks. You know, we perform everything live. I love vinyl because there's something so personal and physical about taking the record out and putting it on the turntable, and you've got all the great artwork, and it's not disposable, you know. I love back in the day when there's
I totally agree.
Yeah,
totally.
right?
But I don't know where to find my needles anymore. I can't find them. Where do you get the needles?
There's records
Online somewhere.
Yeah.
online,
Yeah.
eBay.
Dave's saying
Right here. You can
can
get
get
your
them
needles
right
right here at
here.
Guitar Center.
Guitar centers.
at Guitar Center. We love Guitar
This is a great
Center.
place, by the way. Did you check out any of the handprints downstairs? Compare your hands to.
Did. Oh man,
The legends are down.
Oh, I
Cooper.
love the rock
So-
walk.
Alice Cooper.
can't go wrong.
Dave
So
Weiderman
awesome.
does a good job with the rock walk, I have to
does.
say.
Yeah,
One
that's
day I want to smush my little paws in that wet concrete. I'm working on it.
All right, so we'll go back to digital now. If you could put together a digital EP for people who've never heard you,
Yes.
2 or 3 songs, what would they need to hear to get you?
Man, ooh, that's tough. I mean, only 3?
2 or 3, you know what?
I mean, I gotta go back to like the roots. I gotta say someone like Big Mama Thornton or like an old blues lady. Like, because I think the roots of everything of what I do is like classic American music, like the blues. For me, a lot of what I love comes out of the blues. For it's like, it's rawness and it's just authenticity and it's blood and it's guts. Like, I think it all starts with the blues. I mean,
Sure, everything.
some of the first times I started singing was like jamming on the blues. And so I think it like, I don't know, you got to hear the blues. But, you know, the queens of rock and roll are a huge inspiration to me. You got to throw some, you know, Tina Turner in there. She's got great legs. She's got a great hair whip.
Yeah, Tina. Well, do you do Proud Mary?
We do a version of
So
Proud
would you tell
Mary.
people to listen to Proud Mary? Is that one? That's,
You have to listen. Even
you do have to listen to that one.
technically, actually, I always do this spiel live because there are some people in the crowd that feel the need to educate me that it's a Creedence Clearwater Revival song. And I always like to say
no.
that the song we're about to sing is actually a song by Tina Turner.
Right.
Because she made it her own,
She did.
you know? But
It gets rough.
she likes it rough. As do I. We never do nothing nice and easy.
You're way too
My
young for
girlfriend
this
Amazing.
who
stuff.
designed this, actually, her name's Kimmy Jackson. This was actually inspired by some of the stuff that Kansai Yamamoto
You look
designed
like
for
Ziggy
Rome.
Stardust.
Thank you. That's the biggest compliment I've received all day.
That's funny.
We're playing a bunch of dates throughout California. You know, if you want to come see us play,
They should go where?
you can find us on alexandraband.com. All of our shows are on there. So, and then we're heading out to New York in October. We're hitting up CMJ, and we're actually opening for CeeLo Green, who might have more rhinestones in his closet than me. So I'm really excited about it.
That's wonderful.
But yeah,
How did the two of you hook up?
Oh man, we met about
Punk
a decade
rock.
ago in the punk rock scene.
leather jackets brought
Yeah.
us together. Leather jackets, and Chuck Berry. See?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You complete each other's sentences, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've known each
It's
other
bad.
for about a decade now. We were
Yeah.
teenagers and we had punk rock bands that would play together, and it was just so fun.
Yeah, we started playing together, what, about 4.5 years ago now?
Longer, I think. Like 5 years ago,
Yeah,
he
it's
joined my
off and on for 5
band, and then
years. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, you look like rock stars on the street. We should have known it was you when we saw you across the street.
Well, we have to dress up for you.
We gotta go
guys.
talk to those people.
Well, we're not gonna come on to man-made multimedia not looking our best.
You look like rock stars. So all the best to you two, Alexandra
thank
and the
you.
Starlight Band.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
look for them.
Yeah, if you also want to stalk us on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @AlexandraBand, and if you just want to look at the pretty pictures, it's on Instagram @AlexandraStarlight. You can also check out Zachary too, because he has his own band that I play in. So it's kind of my other project, and his website is.
What's the name of that band?
It's called Zachary James and the All Seeing Eyes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the website is ZacharyJamesBand.com.
So that's our other project.
I'm completely pleased.
Because we're done?
Did you get it?